Hi all, welcome back to more Unconditional Surrender, the Mediterranean 1940 to 1942 scenario. This will be my part 6. Yeah, same day as I recorded part 5 earlier. Got things happening. Not so sure they were very good things, but anyway, we're moving at least. So it's still in the Axis operations phase though, and I had to kind of leave it there. I had to take a break, and it looked like a good time just to stop. So what more were we going to do with the Italians? Yeah, there was still some talk about attempting now, because this has ended up going over there. We were contemplating moving this, trying to get this through to Tobruk. Because this really wants to come back down to, across to here. I feel like I'm going to fail miserably at getting that across though as well. Because this is a -2 sorties, this is -2 sorties, but it gets a +4. So the chances of succeeding with that kind of slim, aren't they? Maybe we just have to leave it, but then it just means the British are not going to have any issues, well, apart from spending sorties to go through the Suez Canal, and of course our attempt to attack Alexandria went miserably. What about the air unit airstriking? Can it airstrike, or is that the one that needs? No, hang on. So it's an airstrike. Facing fighter bomber unit can activate to attack an enemy air or naval unit within 7 hits. Traces air movement path. An enemy unit can be the target of more than one airstrike in a phase. An enemy unit can be the target of more than one airstrike in a phase. A phasing unit can perform more than one airstrike against the same enemy unit. Each airstrike requires a separate activation. Yeah. Oh, so you can actually, I could actually target the well, are we fussy about the convoy? Maybe attacking the Med fleet. But see, maybe this is what I think Sal mentioned about we could have been doing this to the Force H, yeah. It's just by doing this, he's going to be able to have a go at us as well. But I mean, Force H is going to do it first anyway, Grant. Because I'm saying you can't do it to Force H, but you could rebase and get in range of it. But then that's going to be no, hang on. No, I just need to rebase to a transport line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So does that get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That does actually work. I feel like now I'm all over the place though. I've started doing one thing and now I'm doing another. And the other problem with me doing that is I'm moving the air unit away from what this clearly is going to get attacked and needs air support. Dear. What a mess. Yeah, I can clearly see all the stuff that I've done just now in this scenario as I would do differently, for sure. From the Italian point of view, anyway. It's the Italian stuff I've kind of made a mess of. Another thing is, I'm not so sure that although the Italians' goal is to take these two cities, I'm not 100% convinced that they want to go on the offensive. I kind of feel like they should be in the defensive. Mind you, the units that you've got. Yeah, I mean, I brought this other full strength Italian unit across, but the supply is the issue, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, Grant, make your mind up. Do you know what? I think I'm going to bring the air unit back and just let this guy suffer. In fact, maybe not even trace supply for him. Is that silly? So then he goes into low supply, so then he gets an extra -2 for that probably as well, does he? Reduced strength, -2, unit of low supply, -2. But just, and actually with the hope that, well, that he just gets eliminated and we can replace him with this guy, we can, because then we've got less things to supply. So if we were, thing is, we're going to have 2 sorties as well once we reach to where we want. So it's going to be 2 sorties against 2 sorties. We will get a +1 for being an air unit, but they're going to get a +4 for being who they are. But that's the air unit fighting that. That's then whittling the sorties onto that, so that then that might be able to make that move. Oh, just do it, Grant, will you? Right, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to rebase this. So, going to move that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 along to here. So that's hex 5531. So we reach 5531 and he incurs a sortie. And then I'm going to airstrike Force H. Maybe raggedy bits on these counters. But it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, remember it's multi-grant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's fine. We're yeah. Forgetting it's actually in that hex, isn't it? So yeah, we're going to airstrike that. We've both got 2 sorties. Yeah, I think this is all a bit of a muddle, but I'm just going to go ahead with things. Because I need to move the game along, or I'm going to just crumble, I think. So what, we got 2 sorties each. And remember, we get the air unit gets a +1 because it's an air unit versus a naval unit. And the Force H gets a +4 because +2 for British, +2 for carrier. So, well, a +4 -2 sorties is a +2 it gets then. And now it's the defender here. And the Italian air unit, well, +1 and a -2 sits with a -1. As the attacker, is that right? Yeah, so they're not great odds, but we're not so concerned here. Well, you'd still like a result, obviously. Right, so the attacker is the grey dice. They're on the -1, and the defender's on the blue dice with a +2. So 5 and a 4. I think that's going to be bad for the Italians. So 3 and they get a 7. The result is AS +2. Yeah. So when they're in a combat, defender adds 1 sortie, attacker adds 2. And this is an airstrike, so that then just ends. So basically, yeah, the Italian air incurred 2 sorties, and Force H only incurs 1. Which I suppose was the expected result, but Now, are they going to do it again then? This just... Oh, sorry, I'm taking it off the fleet. See down here. Yeah, I think we're going to do it again. Yeah, let's just go for it. So 4 sorties to 3 sorties this time. So the British are a +4 -3, so they're on a +1 still, and the Italians are on a +1 -4. They're on a -3. Yeah, not good really. Right, here we go. Right, well, actually, no, probably not, actually. So that's going to be a 1 for them. They've got a 2 +3. Yeah, it's an AS +2 again. That was a closer to a better result for them. So that's the air going to be wiped out now, isn't it? Well, we've got an R2 sortie zone Force H. So Force H goes up to 4. And the Italian air unit is now maxed out at 6. Yeah, which I don't know. None of the stuff I see you doing here. I can see, like I say, I would make a better job of this next time if I was to play it again. Right now, I could see things that I would do differently. Whether they would be really clever, but I think they would be better than this. Right, let's try and move this again now then. Because now Force H is on 4 sorties. So I'm going to activate the second convoy, and we're going to get escorted by the second fleet, and we're going to move from Benghazi into Sea Zone 24. Now, so Force H could attempt to intercept, and also the Med Fleet could attempt to intercept. It's starting to get costly for Force H now, so... But knowing... Well, I know if they can stop that, then they're not going to be threatened by their supply trace over in Egypt. But they're going to have production issues as well, and they did not get as many points this turn as they would have liked, obviously. Yeah, I think Force H is still going to try and intercept. So he's on a -4, the second Italian fleet's on a -2. So this is an attack by the British, so they're the attacker. So they've got a +4 -4, so they're on 0. The Italians have a -2 for 2 sorties, and as the fleet, yeah, so they don't get a +1 they were getting before. So a 0 to a -2. So it's the blue dice that attacker this time. Yeah, pretty same, so I'm guessing they're going to score there as well. So a 5, and that's a 2. There's going to be a DR +2, to remind myself. A DR +2, attacker adds 1, defender adds 2, and the DR... Now this is a escort, is going to be failed. Okay. So hopefully, if we're getting this right, he incurs 1 sortie. And the Italians incur 2. The fleet incurs 2. So he's up to 4. So now, but now we've got the convoy. So, well, this is the thing. Do Force H want to carry on with this fight? I think they do, Convoy's not got any sorties, but then he gets a -2 for being a sortie. Yeah, well, they might as well try that this last turn, I think. Let's see what the numbers are going to be. So this time, Force H +4 -5, so he is a -1 for the attacker. And then the Italians are no sorties, but they got a -2. Yeah, I can't use the dice. So these are both... Yeah, unfortunately I've not taken the step for the dice yet. I've not done any more about dice situations. I also haven't printed out the rules of the day. It doesn't look like I'm going to get around to doing it, but I will get to it. So what was +4 -1? Sorry. +4 -5 for Force H, -5 for the sorties. So he's on a -1, and the Italians are -2 for being a convoy unit. That's it. They've no sorties on them though, so these are minus numbers. Okay. So better chance of success this time, maybe. Not if you roll like that. So 4 -1 is, and I think all we needed to do was roll just a 3 there, and that would have been fine. 4 -1 is 3, 1 -2 is still 1, and it's a DR2 again. So, well, here's the thing though, Grant. That's Force H spent. So it's a DR +2, so he takes another sortie. And the convoy now takes 2 sorties, and this time it wasn't an escort. So I don't see any. I mean, I think I'm doing this right, but I don't see anything there that says it's naval rebase, which is what we're trying to do. It's got naval movement or naval transport, but I think it's what we're doing just now is just naval movement. So I think that's what it is. Although I'm trying to rebase it into here, I'm moving at the moment. So it's naval movement, the naval unit. So if it was interdicted successfully, the naval unit's activation ends, and it and any naval escort are moved to the nearest friendly port. So now they've got to go back to. Well, they don't have to, but well, actually, that's a point. No, because I'm going to do this again anyway. I'm determined now to try and get where I want it. So they're back in Benghazi, right? So now we're going to activate, and when they move back, because both of them were involved in combat, we don't add the sortie. You know, they've added their sorties in battle. So we're now going to activate the second convoy again and move out into Sea Zone 24. Right now, Force H is full up the sorties. So can't do anything. So does the Med Fleet want to do this then? I think the fact that we're just going for this, I think it should. So it can attempt to intercept, but it's 3 sorties against our 4 sorties. So this time, no, he gets a +2 still, Grant, doesn't he? Well, maybe I'm saying the convoy will have a chance, but remember the convoy gets a -2. Right, okay, well, let's try. So they get +2 -3 sorties. +2 -3. So they're on a -1. And the Italians get -4 for having 4 sorties. Yeah, it's kind of rubbish, isn't it? Okay. So the attacker is the blue dice. I don't know if is that good or bad. I think that's good. That's good for the Italians, yeah. Because 1 -1 is 1 and 1 -4 is 1. Yeah, that's a diamond result. That's good. That's good. So that's a success, isn't it? They both had a sortie each, and it was an escort, so the escort's successful. And the intercepting unit's activation ends. Excellent. Right, so he's up to 4, the med fleet, and the second Italian fleet is up to 5. But succeeds and can carry on. Yeah, they've nothing else that they can intercept with. Because they've tried that one already in that sea zone. What they can do is when I move into this sea zone, they can try and intercept there. So we're going to now move into sea zone 25. Now, well, I think knowing what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go to Rhodes and set up this possible invasion. But maybe the British don't know that and maybe think they want... Well, hold on here, Grant. It doesn't matter, does it? Because if they successfully interdict here, we can either move to Rhodes or Tobruk. So does that not mean you just leave them this time? I think so. Okay, so they choose not to intercept this time. And then because we're in the sea zone, we're going to settle in Tobruk. So I'm going to move the fleet. Now, hold on. So the fleet so we're ending the activation of the naval movement, naval rebase. He had a combat, so he does not incur authority. However, the convoy did not have a combat, so he's got to incur 1 more authority. To 3. Okay. Was all that worth it? Probably not. Right, okay, I think I'm kind of done. I don't think I want to really spend points now, because we want... Well, what do we want? We want... we probably want both our fleets. Here's the thing though, this convoy is like on 6 sorties. How many points have we got? 12. 3 for the air. Yeah, and if you do the 2 fleets, that's you. So you can't do that, Grant. I suppose we could possibly... Well, no, because we want to be able to activate that and move it back across next turn, don't we? So you kind of have to spend 3, 6... Oh, dear. Yuck. Right, anyway, well, I don't think we're going to activate anything else. I mean, what would you be wanting to do? Well, I had considered bringing this full strength unit, trying to get it into Tobruk and take over from the garrison unit that we've got there. Well, can you move something? You've got 12 points, so what are you going to do with them? 3 for the air. 4 for this fleet. I think I've got to do that. There's no point getting it here and then not trying to do something with that. So that's 7. I really need to do that so that we can attempt to move it. So that's 10. So what have I got? I've got 12, so I could actually spend 2 more points then. So... so we activate the unit in the fort and move it out then. Yeah. So we spend 1 production, activate the unit in the fort, And do we just move them back? 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3. Can I get to Algeria? Well, is there a need to be? It really, he's wanted to probably sit in Benghazi, but well, here's the other thing. I mean, we do have another full strength unit. I mean, we could replace these garrison with full strength units because they both take the same amount to supply and same cost to activate, and just let these other guys, other sort of what do you call them? Just sort of die. In fact, I think you can. Do you not? Can you not eliminate them by choice? A phasing unsupplied ground unit or a phasing supplied or unsupplied air or naval unit may be eliminated. Well, that's maybe eliminated, but I think 7.52. I think you can do it through your own choice. 7.52. Yeah, voluntary elimination. Phasing faction may eliminate a friendly ground unit that has a no supply marker. The phasing faction may also eliminate a supplied or unsupplied friendly air or naval unit. Alright, just air or naval unit. An eliminated unit is placed in faction cards eliminated box. Yeah. I think it makes more sense having, but then all that costs points to bring them back, and then of course, well, okay, they can be like what Sal reminded me, they can be mobilised in Sicily. But if they're mobilised in Sicily or Italy, we're still got to then get them across the water. Okay, so we've activated that. We're just going to move that back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just going to leave them there. And then I'm going to activate this. I might not be showing you that. So that's it down to 10 points. So I hope it was only 10 points you wanted, Grant. 3, 6, 10. Well, that's all. Yeah, that's all I can do now. And then I'm going to activate this guy and move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the fort. Right. And that's it. That's all my movement. So I'm going to tilt that guy back again. That didn't bother angling the guys. But. So that's all my movement. So now to trace the supply here. Yeah, I mean, I know I was thinking about just allowing this guy to go into low supply, but, well, I've got issues because I've got 3 sorties on this, so I can only supply 3 things. So, well, it's going to be the air unit. The air unit has to. So the air unit's going to trace up into Tobruk, and then using, yeah, you need to use the fleet, Grant. They can intercept us. It's got 4 sorties left. So if I use them to escort anyway and they choose not to intercept, I still incur a sortie, don't I? Or do I? Yeah, you do. You must do. Yeah, you're using it to escort, Grant. You're using it for, it's not, you're not using it to trace supply yourself. Okay, right, so we use the air unit to trace it up to there, and then to use that convoy with this escorting it across to Brindisi or wherever. Yeah, Brindisi. Right, so Force H can't intercept. The Med Fleet can intercept this. I think he's going to try. Yeah, so that's a -4 to a -5. Well, he gets a +2 as well, remember, Grant. But hopefully the convoy might get through. Yeah, and this is why you need to escort as well, because it means he's got to attack twice to stop it. So a -4 sorties to -5 means the Italians are at -5. It's no getting about that. The British are -4 sorties, but they get +2 for being British. So that's a -2 to a -5. So unlikely for the Italian. But again, you get a roll like the last one, you never know. So yeah, as long as the blue dice is a low roll, you don't really care about the Italian dice. You're looking for a diamond result. Right, not missing anything there, am I? No. Yeah, okay, here we go. Right, I think that's good enough, yeah. A 3, because as long as that's a low roll, 3 -2 is 1, and then this 6, 5, -5 is 1. So it's a 1 and a 1, so they get a result there. So that is each add a sortie. So that's actually that would be the fleet. That's the fleet wiped out now, isn't it? So he adds a sortie and he adds a sortie. 5, 6 marker. And right, but let's just glance at that. What we're doing there. So that was the outcome was a diamond. Attacker and defender each had a sortie, and then the effect is it's an escort again. So if it was providing escort, so come down to escort, and then it was a diamond. Escort is successful. Intercepting units activation ends. So yeah, unless they have anything more to try and intercept with, then it means it's the supply is successful. So that's good. And then at the end of that though, this has to incur another sortie, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the air unit done. So we can only supply 2 more things. So all these little garrisons are just going to go to pot, I think. Because we want to supply this, and I think we want to supply this, don't we? Do we? Yeah, I think so. I don't think we should just let it, because we took the air unit away now as well, so it's probably struggling to survive anyway, but if it was in low supply as well, I think that would be it gone. Right, so we're going to trace supply. Actually, we're going to trace supply for the unit in the fort first. We can't escort it, Grant. And they've got 1 sortie left in their fleet. That's not nice. That could end up meaning that. Well, maybe you shouldn't do the fort then. So fort, I'm not going to bother about this. I'm not going to bother about supplying that, and I'm not going to bother about supplying that. And they're going to go into no supply. And what happens? They take a step loss, don't they? And they've only got 1 step anyway. So I think it's not a voluntary elimination. I think it's just they're toast. Yeah, if a phasing unit has a no supply marker, do the following. If it is a reduced strength ground unit, remove it from its location and put in its faction cards eliminated box. So yeah, that's not a voluntary elimination. That's just an elimination. So if that goes to no supplies, it's going to die. If that goes to no supply, it's going to die. Then we can still supply. Where's it we're getting supply from? Tripoli, isn't it? The overseas factory. And we can still supply this unit, and we could supply the unit in the fort. So, well, let's see what happens here, because if the supply trace fails, we can always do it again. Right, I'm going to trace supply for this unit into Tobruk, and then activate this convoy to trace the supply across the water. We are not getting an escort. So, what do you say about that then, the British? I think they'd probably go for that, eh? Right, so they're going to intercept with a -5 against a -4 convoy this time. So -5 but +2 for being British is a -3. However, this I don't think there's any way they can get anything out of this. So it's -4 sorties and it's -2 for being a convoy. So these are at a -6. So yeah, so there's nothing I can roll a. We need a low roll for that, basically. Alright, here we go. Not missing anything, am I? Don't think so. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, a 2 -3 is going to be down to 1, so we are going to get a diamond result out of that. So, we did get away with it. So, it's 1 sort each. So, he's up to 6 now. So, that's him done. And he's up to 5. Yeah, that's right. You incur that sorting now, Grant, and then you don't get 1 when you finish your activation, because you've already got some from being in combat. Right, and then the supply trace succeeds. So that was supplying the 10th, and then now he's done, he cannot intercept anymore, so I suppose we should trace the supply for this guy across, should we? Well, if you're going to use... See, I don't know if I should do this or if it's a waste. I'm not... Well, mind you, they could steamroll through this and maybe come up against this, and if it's reduced, if it's in low supply. Yeah, let's trace supply for this guy as well. So that means this is maxed out as well. But no, they can't intercept that one. Right. Okay. Right. That's the Italians done, I think. Well, hold on. So... No, you're not done yet, Grant. So you can still trace supply. I'm going to trace supply for that guy into Tripoli. So he's going to get a low supply marker. Yeah, him. Well, you might as well use one of the other ones as well. So we'll adjust, but then again, do you want to leave Tripoli unoccupied when the British have a surprise attack marker? Well, they've not got a grit. They've got the fort in Malta. In fact, yeah, could that not just come across there? Well, you need a convoy there, 2 grand. Yeah, but you know what? They maybe could come up with that somehow. Okay, I'm gonna supply that one as well through Tripoli. That one and that one. You're all allowed 2. So this guy is going to be unsupplied, so he's going to go in no supply. Right. Okay. And then that is... Now is that the no supply phase? No, that comes after the whole complete operations. Right, okay. Right. What a mess. Yeah, so now it's going to be the Western faction's operations phase. I'm in a position now, but again, I need to take a bit of a break, so I might as well just cut this one so that we then kind of know where we are when we're coming back. Yeah, okay, that was better. I felt better there. Although it's a complete mess, isn't it? It is all about trying to keep units supplied. And we're going to see how the British are going to get on it. I mean, I felt like I had to get something here, because if that's not there, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not going to be able to do anything about this turn anyway, because we're on 6 sorties each. So the British are just going to trace all their supply through the Suez. But the British have taken sorties as well, you know. These are their convoys there. You know, look at it. They've got second convoy with nothing on it. And second convoy, and like, what? Okay, I blundered the time before because I felt like I had to go through the Med, but like Sal has pointed out to me, all I need to do is go into C-Zone 26 and then through Port Said, through the Suez Canal into here. So I don't need to move. All I need to do is move into C-Zone 26. And there was no threat there at all because there was nothing here. At least now we've got the naval unit here to try and threaten that. I mean, it looks weak as anything, to be honest, but... Okay, well, it's all about learning how these things work, isn't it? I mean, I've said a few times now that if I was to play this again, I would do... There's quite a few things I would have done differently, but no real thoughts that they would be brilliant moves, but certainly just that looked a bit messy, didn't it? Right, I know it's quite a short part of this one, but that's not a bad thing. Every once in a while, is it? Like I say, I do need to take a break, and I'll might get back later. I'm realising that, well, that went a bit better, so it might not be so bad. But the last time I played this was maybe after an early shift at work, and maybe also I'd had a couple of beers, and trying to play this then with that, it's maybe not a game I want to try and do that with, or have a bit more of a fresh head when I try it, I think. And keep the other stuff for the other table. The game I've got on our table is maybe not quite as taxing. Although I'm finding the rules have been a bit of a struggle. I feel like I'm getting through it now, but anyway, right, that's not what you need to hear. So I'll be back with the next part sometime soon. Okay, cheers.